everybody. In Sarasota, the Ringling Museum of Art opened its doors to the public 82 years ago, and with the works of the old masters of Rubens, Van Dyck, Velasquez, and more, it attracts tens of thousands of art lovers from around the world. Take a look at the new exhibit that they have opening on Friday. The exhibit is called Witness to War, and joining us in the studios with more, I want to welcome Mr. Chris Jones, who is the curator, the assistant curator of the museum. Chris, first of all, we're going to get the video of the pictures up. We're having some technical difficulties, but these photographs are just amazing. Tell our viewers why they are so different.
They're really fascinating, and what we've done is actually put together an exhibition with the actual photographs that these veterans collected from their time at war. And a lot of these, well, actually all of these photographs are from veterans who served in the various photographic divisions. So they were producing like official military pictures, reconnaissance photographs, but then they also turned the camera on their day-to-day lives and photographed friends and war buddies and kind of their experiences at the front. So it's, you get that both kind of sides of the story.
What I find them so interesting in that, you know, you think of the soldiers going about the business of war, but when you think of what it must have been like to be surrounded by all those sights and the sounds and the smells and to have some of them taking snapshots that now we can see, it's just so interesting.
Absolutely. No, it's really amazing. And what is really fascinating to see, too, is those kind of differences, that kind of juxtaposition between these kind of scenes of aerial reconnaissance, of destruction, sometimes in scenes that are really, you know, disturbing images of war. But then also, many of these GIs were also kind of tourists in a way because they're in France and Paris for the first time and perhaps only time in their life. And so they're photographing the Arc de Triomphe and you know, their friends that they're there with. So it's really fascinating to see just all the different aspects and facets of their experiences.
So on Friday, the public will be able to see the collection for the first time. Which one is your favorite?
Oh gosh, there's a photograph of, and I won't get into it too much, but there's a photograph of a POW exchange in France, and it was the only POW exchange that happened during the war, and it's just really amazing to see German soldiers and American GIs in this really tense kind of moment, so I definitely would recommend
How
that.
many photos are part of the exhibit?
About 125.
Wow.
So yeah, quite a few. But I have to tell everyone that these are small photographs, often in snapshots. They're not the kind of museum quality Ansel Adams photographs that you might normally see in an art exhibition. So they're really kind of personal and intimate.
But because they are real, because they're gritty, it just, wouldn't you say that it makes it even more interesting for the veteran coming in with his or her grandson, for example?
Oh, absolutely, and that's why we chose to put them on display, is because these were personal kind of artifacts of this experience, and they meant so much to these veterans. These are the photos that they chose to keep after the war and keep with them.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for coming in. It's
My
so
pleasure.
exciting.
Thanks
If you at
me.
home would like to see this beautiful exhibit, it's called Witness to War. Just visit the Ringling Museum of Art in Sarasota, and we'll have pictures of the exhibit coming up on Positively Tampa Bay on our Facebook page. So come on back and visit us on Facebook.